Do you know you have candle wicking look-like stitches in your Husqvarna Viking Brilliance 75? I'm going to show you where you find these stitches and what you're going to notice once you select them. So I'm actually already in the P menu, specialty stitches, and you can see I've already selected one. So how did I get there? I could go to the orange menu and touch the zigzag and then arrow down to the P menu. We can also touch and hold the pink tab at the top and then find until we get down to P. Here we actually have more than just candle wicking stitches. We have other specialty stitches and they actually have a name. So if you're unsure, touch the question mark and then touch the stitch. For example, this one is a yarn stitch. You do need to use it with the optional yarn embellishment foot set, and that is available at your local Husqvarna Viking dealer. So we are looking at the candle wicking stitches right now. So as I picked the first one, now what is a candle wicking stitch? So back in the day, candle wicking was done by hand and usually a series of French knots. So as a stitch, it really feels, okay, I know you can't see it so much, but they're like a braille. I mean, it's really a raised look to this stitch. It goes back and forth lots and lots of times. So it actually is heavy. And that is why you do need a specialty foot for this. So again, touch the question mark, touch the candle wicking stitch, and it will tell you it really is going to do best if you have the candle wicking foot. Now, I will tell you, you can kind of fake it a little bit with just like a B foot or your open toe foot, but it will get hung up because the stitch is so dense. So do keep in mind that the foot is ideal, but you do have all these candle wicking stitches 1 through 6 to play with and experiment with different thicknesses of thread because it will give you different looks. If you use a really thick thread with, say, a top stitch needle, you're going to get a much heavier stitch than if you use more of like an embroidery weight thread or a thread that's kind of got a sheen to it. But I hope that you'll try out when you're stitching out all these beautiful stitches so you know what you have in your machine. When you get to the P menu, your candle wicking stitches are going to stitch out very unique, and I think you're going to love them. I love that they're so bold, and I do use them often because they really make everything I do pop. They're not so thin when I stitch. They have a much bolder look. All right, check out all the stitches and options in the specialty stitch menu. Candle wicking stitches are first, and then you can come down here. These are some of the yarn, like a couching stitch that are good, great for the 3-hole yarn stitch, and those are wonderful. They don't look like much, but when you add 3 rows of yarn in there, it really starts to look cool. Have some fun and stitch out something from your specialty stitch menu.